Bienvenidos al capítulo 6, parte 3 del capítulo de compras. We're going to look here at gustar and similar verbs, okay? So we focused on gustar a few videos back. Now we're going to look at that again, do a bit of a recap, and we'll look here, following that, at similar verbs that function in the same way as gustar. So again, back in a few lessons ago, we looked at how to express preferences with gustar. You will now learn more about the verb gustar and other similar verbs. Okay, so let's observe these examples. Me gusta ese shampoo. Okay, I like that shampoo. That shampoo is pleasing to me. ¿Te gustaron las clases? Okay, did you like the classes? Were the classes pleasing to you? Okay, so since we don't necessarily have an equivalent, an English equivalent to gustar, the closest English equivalent that we can have here in terms of a literal meaning is going to be that shampoo is pleasing to me. Okay? And we're using here, these are our indirect object pronouns that we saw in the previous video. Me and te. And the literal meaning here with the second one, were the classes pleasing to you? So as examples show, constructions with gustar do not have a direct equivalent in English. The literal meaning of this construction is to be pleasing to someone. And it requires the use of an indirect object pronoun, just like I said. So we have here, me gusta ese shampoo. I like that shampoo. Okay, that's basically what it is that we're saying here with the gustar. In the diagram, in the previous diagram, observe how the Spanish sentence, the object being liked, ese shampoo, is really the subject of the sentence. The person who likes the object, in turn, is an indirect object because it answers the question, to whom is the shampoo pleasing? All right. So in this case, the shampoo is pleasing to me. Okay, because I'm using this indirect object to focus the shampoo indirectly to myself. Okay, we have some examples here. So she's asking her friend, ¿Te gusta Juan Carlos? And we have this guy here. Me gustan los cafés que tienen música en vivo. Okay, so she's saying, asking here about a singular person. ¿Te gusta Juan Carlos? In the third person. And this guy right here is talking about something, or multiple things in the third person that is pleasing to him, that he likes. Me gustan los cafés que tienen mucha música en vivo. Other verbs in Spanish are used in the same way as gustar. Here is a list of the most common ones. Okay, so we have here aburrir, encantar, faltar, fascinar, importar, interesar, molestar, and quedar. Okay, so let's look at how do we use these in the same sense as gustar. Okay, for example, with faltar. Faltar expresses what is lacking or missing. So this person says here, me falta una página. I'm missing one page. Quedar is also used in the same way, and it expresses how much of something is left. Nos quedan 3 pesos. This is just like saying, we only have 3 pesos left. And notice here that falta is referring to one thing in the third person, and quedan is referring to multiple things in the third person, or in this sense, 3 pesos. Quedar also means to fit, and we see this in a few different exercises of the textbook. It's also used to tell how something looks on someone. So you could say here, estos zapatos me quedan bien, or esa camisa te queda muy bien. Okay? And again, notice that we're using quedan because we're talking about plural zapatos, and also the queda we use because we're talking about the singular third person camisa. The most commonly used verb forms with gustar and similar verbs are the third person, singular and plural. When the object or person being liked is singular, the singular form gusta, molesta, etc., with the a at the end, right, not plural, is used. When two or more objects or persons are being liked, the plural form gustan, for example, is used. So this is pretty much what I just was pointing out a second ago. We have our mete, le, or les. We have our singular, encanta, interesó, la película, el concierto. Or if we're talking in the plural sense, like I pointed out, we have here importan, fascinaron, las vacaciones, los museos de Lima, for example. To express what someone likes or does not like to do, use an appropriate verb followed by an infinitive. The singular form is used even if there is more than one infinitive. Okay, so even if there's more than one infinitive, as we see in this example, nos molesta comer a las 9. So it bothers us. All right, but we're still going to use here the infinitive in this sense. And we're still going to use singular form here. They love to dance and sing at parties. Les encanta bailar y cantar en las fiestas. As you learned in the previous lesson, the construction a plus, a mí, a ti, a usted, a él, is really just used to clarify or to emphasize who is pleased, who is bored, etc. So it's very important to realize that there can be a lot of ambiguity in Spanish, but the important thing is if it's in a context, many times you can leave these out. But if it's a little bit out of context, you might need to throw this in just to distinguish, okay, to emphasize who it is that we're referring to here. So a mí, a ti, a usted, a él. Okay, so we have here a los turistas les gustó mucho Machu Picchu. A ti te gusta cenar en casa, pero a mí me aburre. So, are these absolutely necessary? Do you always have to have these in here in order for the sentence to make sense? And the answer is no. But it is a very good idea in a lot of different, maybe almost all circumstances, okay? When you're trying to make sure that the listener, reader, understands what it is that you're trying to express. Ok, entonces muy bien. Esto es el final de la parte 3. Muchas gracias.